1 in 4 girls and 1 in 13 boys in U.S. are estimated to experience child abuse, though this could be an understatement as many cases are unreported. In 2021, 1,820 children died of abuse in the United States. The total lifetime economic burden associated with child abuse was about $592 billion in 2018. The trauma of child abuse causes children to lose their sense of safety and trust in the world and harms their relationships. Left untreated, the trauma of child abuse can lead to mental health problems like depression, anxiety, and PTSD symptoms. Behavioral changes like substance use disorders, risky sexual behavior, or increased risk for violence against oneself and others. Physical health problems like infections, injuries, or even heart diseases or diabetes later in life. 1 in 5 children in Europe are estimated to experience sexual abuse. All races, ethnicities, and socioeconomic groups are affected by child abuse, with boys and adolescents mostly more commonly affected. Every 42 hours, a child or young person in Bhutan was either physically, emotionally, or sexually abused. Opening more child abuse centers can help kids have a safe space. A lot of these centers are paid by donating to the organization that opened or by the government. Child marriage is a human rights violation. It threatens girls' lives and health and it limits their future prospects. Girls married as children are more likely to be exposed to sexually transmitted infections, including HIV. In Africa, 1 in 4 girls are married before 18, and by 2030, it's estimated that 150 million girls will lose their childhood due to child marriage. The girls are at risk of dropping out of school, experiencing violence, and even dying when giving birth. Child marriage is rooted in gender inequality and the belief that girls and women are inferior to boys and men. It happens across countries with cultures, religion, and ethnicities. When girls marry as children, they miss out of developing the skills, knowledge, and confidence they need to make informed decisions, negotiate access, paid employment, and live independent lives. UNFPA promotes policies, programs, and legislation designed to end child marriages. UNFPA also works to support the needs of married girls, particularly in family planning and maternal. Right here in the United States, there is a thriving underground economic based on selling children for sex. Though this might be graphic to hear, it's a real life scenario that happens all the time. Traffickers target children in their own homes. They find them by combing through social media profiles looking to spark a conversation. The traffickers target preteens and teens. They might buy them drugs and alcohol or provide protection from an already dangerous situation at home. Once the child is isolated from family and friends, the trafficker puts them for sale. Traffickers use internet sites to connect with buyers or johns. Court cases show that these buyers have commonly been teachers, pastors, cops, and judges, since the child thinks that they shouldn't say anything because the adult has a higher power over them. Child sex trafficking investigations present unique challenges to law enforcement and require a robust multi-jurisdictional response, with multiple agencies playing a critical role in ensuring the protection of victims and effective prosecution of offenders. Victims frequently suffer from short-term and long-term psychological effects such as depression, self-hatred, and feeling of hopelessness. These child victims also specialize services that are not widely available, given they often have illnesses, drug addictions, physical and sexual trauma, lack of viable family and community ties, and total dependence, physical and psychological, on their abusers. If you personally want to help, then you could organize a fundraiser and donate to the proceeds to an anti-trafficking organization. If you are in the United States and believe someone may be a victim of trafficking, call the 24-hour National Human Trafficker Hotline at 1-888-373-7888.